The first is I'm holding a Mastery of Greatness conference, a Mastery of Greatness conference. I'm a master, and Brian Tracy, one of the greatest masters of all time, he and I have never been on the stage before. We've been in different rooms in the same hotel, but just by coincidence, and we get together. We know each other very well. We're both Canadians, by the way, although you may not know that Brian Tracy is a Canadian. He was born in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And for the first time ever, we're going to be on stage together, both in Toronto, Canada, which is on the east coast of North America, and Los Angeles, California, which is on the west coast of North America. So there'll be people flying in from Asia, from Australia, New Zealand, from Africa, from Europe, and it's going to be very, very exciting. I expect 200 or 300 people at these events, and it's what happens is, first of all, it always sells out. All my events, I've brought in Jack Canfield, Dr. John Gray, I brought in some of the biggest luminaries in the world, and not only do the events sell out, but the VIP tickets sell out first, because for the VIP tickets, you get lunch every day, and you get to meet the superstar intimately, and you get an individual photograph with the superstar, with Brian Tracy, and you get your own registration table at the beginning of the day, so there's no waiting, and you get into the room early, and you get front row seating. So there's a lot of huge benefits, but the general admission is also allows you to have all of the education. And if you're interested in that, it's going to be so amazing. You're going to learn so much. I'm going to have other speakers as well, and I'm going to be delivering brand new material that you've never heard before. 2020 is going to be just a blast off year. And if you want, go to Mastery of Greatness. This is the URL, masteryofgreatness.com, masteryofgreatness.com/Raymond 2020, masteryofgreatness.com/Raymond, RAYMOND, Raymond 2020, 2020, masteryofgreatness.com/Raymond 2020. And you'll see that there is a significantly discounted early bird tuition, both for the VIP and also for general admission. But the VIP discount is not going to last long because it's selling, so it always sells out. But now, so you know about that one, masteryofgreatness.com/Raymond 2020. But now I'm going to tell you, in 2019, long ago in 2019, I decided to end the retreats. I've been doing retreats for a long time, for 6 years. In 2014, I did my very first retreat in Bali, and then 2015 in Panama, 2016 on a cruise ship in the Caribbean, 2017 in Jamaica, 2018 in Costa Rica. And by the way, in Jamaica and Costa Rica, it sold out so fast, I had to hold 2 separate retreats. Wow. I keep the numbers down to about 70 so I can get to know everybody, but I sold 140 tickets, so I had to hold it in 2 separate weeks to keep it intimate. And then recently in 2019, I held it in Mexico, in Cancun, where I first got the idea to become a teacher, and it sold out double, so I had to hold 2 of them. And I decided, you know what, I've been doing this for quite a while, and they've been exciting, but I think I'll just take a break, and I decided to cancel them. And so many of my clients said, no, we love them, we love them, we love them. And so I've decided to rethink those retreats and bring them back with a zest and with a difference. So I'm holding 3 retreats this year, and they're all completely different. And I'm just going to tell you what they are. And if you're interested, you can just email my executive assistant, Danielle at Aaron.com. Danielle, DANIELLE, Danielle at Aaron.com. AARON. I'm holding the very first one in June, mid-June, in New York City, and it is a super negotiator retreat. I'm going to teach you how to be a super negotiator on day 1. And I don't have his name on a contract yet, but I've invited the number one, the guy that's recognized as the number one best negotiator in the whole world. He's a friend of mine. He lives in New York, and I've invited him to attend, and hopefully he'll sign the contract and attend. You'll love him. But otherwise, I will teach you all day on the first day how to be an expert negotiator. And then day 2 is unbelievable. Day 2, I'm breaking you into into teams of 6. And then I will, on the beginning of day 2, I'm going to hand the captain a list of 20 things you've got to negotiate. It's not a scavenger hunt where you have to find things, like find a balloon or something. No. It's something you have to negotiate. You have to negotiate, and the whole team has to get together to negotiate it. It's going to be so exciting. And then the first night, by the way, we're going to go out to a musical in New York. On the second night, after we do all this negotiating, you'll be running around New York City negotiating like crazy. I'm holding a black tie banquet where I'm going to give out the award for the best team. Oh my God, it's so exciting. And then on the third day, I'm going to teach you how to take it out into the world so you don't forget, so that you'll be able to use those skills out in the world. So mid-June, it's June 11, 12, 13, in New York City, in Times Square. It's called the Super Negotiator. Day 1, that's June 11, I'm going to teach you negotiation, and hopefully the world's best negotiator will be there and you can get a picture with him. And then that night we'll go to a musical together. Oh my gosh, because if you're in Times Square, man, you got to go to a musical. And then day 2, you're going to be racing around in your team to do 20 negotiations, or as many as you can. And then that night there'll be a black tie banquet where there's an award ceremony. And by the way, I have chartered one of the most gorgeous luxury yachts in New York, a super gorgeous luxury yacht. And the winning team on day 3 is going to be aboard this super luxury yacht, this gigantic yacht just for 6 people, and go on tour around the harbor, and you'll go see the Statue of Liberty. Oh my gosh. But for the others on day 3, I'll be teaching you how to take it out into the world. So that's the first retreat, New York City, June 11, 12, 13. And then the second one, chronologically, is late August, and it's going to be in Dominican Republic, in the Dominican Republic, and it's called For Love and Money. I know you want love, and I know you want money. And so many years ago, about 20 years ago, I held a For Love and Money retreat in Lake Louise in Canada, in Alberta. And then the next year was so successful, I held another one in Banff, Alberta, Canada, called For Love and Money. And then for some reason, I stopped doing it. I have no idea why, but they were spectacular. So if you want love and you want money, or even better, you want love and money, then roughly the last week of August is going to be the For Love and Money retreat. And it's 5 days. Very, very exciting. Dominican Republic. It's and all the accommodation and food is all taken care of. There'll be a wonderful excursion, and I'll teach you love and I'll teach you money. Love and money, there's not much else. And then in December, my spiritual retreat will be the Advanced Mulberry Hill Gang. The Advanced Mulberry Hill Gang. It's 3.5 days long, and it starts with the best you could ever imagine. On the first night, there'll be a come as you will be party, a come as you will be party. In other words, you get dressed up as you will be. It's really exciting. And I got this idea from my dear friend, Jack Canfield. So Jack Canfield told me about this come as you will be because he was invited to one about 25 years ago. And he decided to come in an ordinary business suit, carrying something in his hand. And what was he carrying? He was carrying a book, but he put brown paper over it and he wrote on it, Jack's book, #1 New York Times bestseller. And so when he came in the room, people said, what are you dressed up as? Because he was just wearing a business suit. He said, oh, I'm a New York Times #1 bestseller. And then a couple years later, Chicken Soup came out and he was a New York Times #1 bestseller. And so I've been excited to do it. I did it the first time in December of 2019. It was spectacular. And that party started the entire 3-day, it's a 3.5-day event. So the half day is the evening of the first day, which is the party, and then 3 days of spiritual teaching from me. However, you can't go directly into it. It's a very advanced program. You have to take my regular Mulberry Hill Gang in order to qualify. So if you're interested in any of these retreats, the Super Negotiator in mid-June in New York City, the For Love and Money retreat in Dominican Republic in the last week of August, and the spiritual retreat, the Advanced Mulberry Hill Gang, in early December of 2020, then just email Danielle, 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 Danielle at Aaron, AARON.com. And just tell her that you're interested in the Super Negotiator, and she'll give you the tuition and everything, because you might be eligible for an early bird special if you get in quickly. Dominican Republic For Love and Money retreat in the last week in August, and the Advanced Mulberry Hill Gang in the early December, but you have to attend the Mulberry Hill Gang in order to qualify for it. So I invite you to attend all three, and there's a special super discount. Not only is there an early bird special, but when you take all three, you get a super double discount. So a lot of people are taking all three of them. It should be really, really, really wonderful. So if you're interested in going to the Mastery of Greatness that I told you about, my conferences either in Los Angeles or Toronto, go to masteryofgreatness.com, masteryofgreatness.com/Raymond 2020, masteryofgreatness.com/Raymond 2020. And when you do, you'll be able to sign up for Los Angeles, which is April 4 and 5, or Toronto, which is May 1, 2, 3. And so you can go to Los Angeles or Toronto, you can do VIP or general, whatever you wish, masteryofgreatness.com/Raymond 2020. And if you're interested in the three retreats, either one or two or all three of them, if you're going to take two, you might as well take all three because of the huge discount. Just email Danielle at Aaron.com and ask her to get right through to me, and I'll talk to you or phone you or whatever you wish, and we'll make a deal and we'll get you into those retreats. So that's what I came to tell you. That's what my 2020 is going to be about, and I'd love you to join me. I'd love you to stretch. I'd love you to learn. I'd love you to dramatically increase your income. I want you to have more money. Where do you get more money? At the For Love and Money retreat. And where do you get more spirituality? You get it at the Advanced Mulberry Hill Gang in December. And where do you learn from the experts? In Mastery of Greatness in April in Los Angeles or May in Toronto. And where do you learn how to be a super negotiator? At the Super Negotiator retreat in New York City in Times Square. Wow. And you get to go to a musical and a black tie dinner with an award ceremony. Man, so there's 3 retreats and there's 2 conferences with Brian Tracy. And that's what I know about now. And it's only January. So stick with me because I'm going places and I want to bring you with me. I love you. And